Welcome to this overview of the iasset.com platform for resellers and VARs. My name is James Bent and I lead iasset.com's pre-sales team, working with our customers to provide an understanding of how iasset.com's cloud-based platform helps them to automate and streamline workflows and the management of data to reduce complexity and increase revenues and in turn margin. While iasset.com empowers technology vendors, distributors, aggregators, service providers and VARs with simplified processes and added intelligence to help achieve better business outcomes, this overview is specific to resellers and VARs, providing a step-by-step run-through of how the platform works, the value it adds, and the steps for resellers and VARs to get on board today. For resellers and VARs using iasset.com, the initial focus is on streamlining the workflows around the ingestion of supply quotes, where iasset.com by default ships with the ability to import quotes from key distributors and the capability to map and import other distributor quotes, removing the manual burden associated with having to key in the supplier quote data to create the reseller or the VAR's version of the quote before manually calculating the price out to their customer. Once iasset.com has the supplier quote imported, including the price, then iasset.com runs systematic pricing logic, which includes but isn't limited to factoring buy discounts, adding margins, multipliers, exchange rates, and other pricing elements, so that the platform can automatically calculate the sell price to the end customer, ready for a rep to publish quotes in a predefined format, whether that's PDF or Excel. In addition, iasset.com is fully multi-vendor capable, so even if a single quote has multiple vendors and suppliers, iasset.com can handle supplier quote and pricing management for these types of opportunities. So the value in this portion of the process is through the reduction in manual effort, which results in increased productivity, enabling reps or account managers to focus on selling more, whether through further net new sales, which can also be managed in iasset.com, or through upsell and cross-sell opportunities, while also improving their relationship with the end customer. The process does not stop here, however. Given that iasset.com is an installed asset lifecycle management platform, once renewal quotes, or any quote for that matter, are booked and invoiced in the reseller or VAR's finance system, iasset.com converts the sales out or point of sale data into installed asset records, whether that be asset records containing details of hardware sales or contract records containing details of support, maintenance, software licenses, or indeed cloud or consumption contracts. For many resellers and VARs, this may well be the first time they have the opportunity to record installed assets, particularly from a sales perspective, where the value added is by what these installed asset records can then be used for. Using iasset.com's campaigns engine, resellers or VARs can mine the installed assets, looking for ways to monetize data, whether this be tech refresh for hardware items going end of life or support, upsell and cross-sell opportunities, for example, to increase service levels, sell more licenses or add-ons for a hardware item, or it could be a co-sell opportunity, for instance, solution-based selling using reference architectures to understand when it is appropriate to promote related products and services. The campaigns engine is not just a data analytics tool though. While it does mine the installed asset data, it allows resellers and VARs to create targeted notifications to end customers, together with what we would call unsolicited proposals. So effectively priced up quotations that include the details of the refresh, the upsell, the cross-sell, co-sell, including the items and the price out to the end customer. In this way, the iasset.com platform helps protect recurring revenues through the automated mining of the installed assets for potential growth opportunities, something which resellers will need to help withstand today's economic difficulties. iasset.com also helps direct CSPs automate the billing process for cloud consumption and subscription contracts by way of our Solano platform. In short, this takes away the burden of having to split apart manually the vendor's monthly billing files into individual end customer contracts before having to manually price each line within those contracts. So iasset.com's Solano platform takes all of that manual burden away, splits apart the contracts and calculates the price respective of your margins automatically. This ensures that direct CSPs can reduce the risk of billing late or inaccurately, while also enabling them to scale their cloud consumption and subscription business. To get on board to the iasset.com platform, all a reseller or VAR needs to do is reach out to their regional sales office, upon which they will be guided through a simple process to get them onto the platform. This onboarding process requires minimal inputs from the reseller or VAR, by way of simply providing entity data, so to capture your vendors, suppliers and end customers, including billing references, to detail down the pricing logic you utilize to derive your sell prices, and then simply to validate the supply quotes that you receive to see which of those fit into our default mappings or which require a straightforward mapping set up within the iasset.com platform. We will then offer some step-by-step training before setting you on the road to streamlined workflows, reduced business complexity, monetization of data, and increased revenues and in turn margin. We really look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.